The sample editor gives you a variety of parameters that you can adjust for each sample. To open the sample editor, select a sample in the document editor and click the Edit button in the toolbar above the samples list. Or just double-click the sample. The sample editor is broken up into 6 sections. The piano keyboard appears at the top of the window. You can use it to preview a sample and to assign which keys the sample plays on. The keyboard and output section lets you adjust the mode for the piano keyboard. Preview mode causes the piano keyboard to play sound when you click it. The select mode lets you select the low, bass, and high keys by clicking and dragging on the piano keyboard. MIDI mode permits you to preview and select the key settings via a MIDI controller. The Assign Drum Key button helps you assign a sample to a specific key quickly and easily. This can be useful for creating drum sets or for quickly assigning a sample to a single key. The Modulation LFO section contains settings that alter the pitch of a sample over time. The pitch slider defines how much the pitch changes. The frequency slider defines how quickly the pitch changes. And the delay slider defines how long the sample plays before the modulation begins. The Velocity Range and Exclusive Class section has settings for setting which MIDI velocities play the sample. The exclusive class is used to assign samples to a group. By grouping 2 samples in the same class, for example, only one of those samples can play at one time. Triggering a second sample will cause the first sample to cease playback. This feature is most commonly used for hi-hats when you want a closed hi-hat sound to cancel out any open hi-hat sounds, or vice versa. Otherwise, you'll usually leave this setting to its default position of 0. The Volume Envelope section displays the volume envelope in Apple's DLS music device synthesizer. The Loop section gives you the opportunity to activate looping for the sample and to assign where the loop begins and ends. If you change settings too much in the sample editor and want to reset to a default state, click the Default Values button at the bottom of the sample editor. When you have finished editing the sample, click the OK button to dismiss the sample editor with the new settings. Or click Cancel to dismiss the sample editor and revert to the settings that the sample had before the sample editor was opened.